Everyone, and welcome to my next video for the City of Final Fantasy Alperonia. And this one, I'm going to be diving into Xande's Lost Chapter LUFENIA, Thrall of Darkness, and I am bringing along a party of Vaan, Setzer, and Dark Knight Cecil with a Unifriend, and this time I'm going with a Diabolos summon, because the boss's Luffy Orb condition does require you to twat him upside the face with darkness damage, so we definitely need some source of that. And I'm obviously only bringing along Cecil purely to use his LD and get him the hell out of dodge. This does actually have two waves. It's one of the few LUFENIAs that actually has multiple waves. It's just like the original event in that sense. Of course, it's only against like a freaking Urshiu. It's got no orbs and very little reductions, so it's going to be pretty straightforward. Now we've got the cheat code Setzer himself. I mean, he's still absolutely ridiculous, and then Vaan is just going to do Vaan things, so it's going to be pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to dive into it. I mean, this should be a fairly self-explanatory team setup. We've got Vaan here with Tifa Call and like all the HP damage up in the world. So it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be fairly obvious how this goes down. Thankfully the bosses are kind enough to cancel their own Luffy Orb when they drop below 80% health, so we won't need to worry about that too much. Okay, well, what's good here is that I can pop Tifa, and I'm going to pop a white wall here. Let's see. It's very, very tempting to use a Kurosame, but I'm going to save both of those for the final wave, so we just got to get all the HP damage up in the world. I'm just going to drop a boost all and a dive bomb here. I mean, what on earth were they thinking when they came up with Setzer's kit? I mean, it does not matter how difficult or not difficult the content gets. Okay, let's just use a Gabranth call here, and I should probably have used the LD call because the skill 1 has some extra debuffs built into it, but it doesn't really matter because rainbow numbers. Like, what on earth were they thinking when they came up with what's his face with Setzer's kit? Like, he just completely trivializes all defense and bravery damage reduction, like, that can possibly exist, and yeah, it's absolutely silly. Just blow an LD over here. Because honestly, why not? This will get the summon nice and charged for the second wave. There we go, and probably should use, definitely will use. Okay, I do not know how you are still alive, but you are not anymore. So that's pretty straightforward. We're straight on to wave 2, and we're just going to blow everything and blow everything. That's how it's going to go, pretty much. Alright, so I'm going to save that on Vaan. We're not going to do that just yet. Instead, we're going to do this. Alright, and now we're going to get up the Kurosame. Both of them for maximum stackage. And there is honestly no good reason not to use another dive bomb, so that's what we're going to do. Alright. So now we can get up to Gabranth. Just stacking all of the HP damage increases here. So if I do this, can I scam a turn? Can I scam a turn in with your boy Cecil? Yes, I can. I absolutely can. But what I don't want is for B to get a turn. So I'm actually probably just gonna sub out for Una here. We're already getting pretty low, so we need to pick up the pace and the damage. Let me see in the turn order. Yeah, this is actually fine. We can get A delayed. This is fine. No, we get B delayed. Okay. Actually, no. This is actually not fine. Let's just go straight in for it. Oh, this is a lot of HP damage. I like this. Now then, we have a bit of a dilemma on our hands, don't we? Okay, let's pop the Tifa. And that should, yep, take B under the threshold. And then we can use White Wall, which is going to take A under the threshold. And then we won't have to worry about orbs. So I can use Yuna's LD before I actually go into the burst. You love to see it. There we go. Because Yuna's LD does have an aura as well, and I want to get up absolutely everything I can before I dive into the burst. I think that makes the most sense. And here we go. Now, I really could just start out with the skills, but because I've got maximum Setzer stacks on, I'm just going to go for the LD. Because that's the most reliant on bravery damage. And there we go, 600k a target, you love to see it. And then, yeah, it's going to be a fairly straightforward matter of spamming skill 2s, and it's going to be over before you know it. That's how this is going to go. And then, if the orb is ever in danger of running low, we've got Diabolos, and then we've got Decil, who's going to come back in after Yuna's finished, so... yeah, this is just pretty much another straightforward run-through. And you see what happens when Square does not give the bosses the ability to cleanse themselves, so you can basically do whatever the fuck you want and still win. So, they give us so much unfair, like, mechanics, that I'm honestly not surprised that like, the design has taken the direction that it has. Because you basically give your players the ability to break the game on demand almost, and then you wonder why there's so many bullshit boss mechanics. It's like, well, gee, how about you take a look at what the players can do, and maybe you'll figure it out. At least that's my opinion, you know. Anyway. You know what, let's go ahead, let's use it now. Ooh, I do like that launch on B over there. I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and take it. That's only well into the millions. 1.33 with splash. That means that A should be coming up anytime soon, right? You would hope so. Oh, there goes Yuna, and here comes Decil. And I guess this is going to be it. There's B over there is going up for another launch again. I don't know why, but... Well, here we are. We are completely finished. So I don't know how long that took, but it certainly wasn't very long. And you absolutely don't need Xande or anyone else. You probably don't even need Dark Knight Decil. I just brought him just to compound the destruction, you know. and that's going to be it. So I know these videos aren't like particularly interesting because I just use broken characters constantly, but I mean that's kind of always been my approach. Like, I know I could be using Noctis and characters like that and go for like 0 turn count runs, or I know I could be doing like theme team runs for like, you know, an all Final Fantasy VII team, for instance, or like an all Type 0 team or whatever. But honestly, I just kind of want to play with the characters I enjoy, and if that's not particularly appealing because they're all kind of broken, then, you know, it is what it is. But I mean, I've been playing this game for a while now, so yeah, this is pretty much how I'm going to be going with it. So, thanks again everyone for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, take care, and goodbye.